Hey everybody, beast. Welcome back to my channel. My name is ScottyAllenDay. It's a beautiful morning today. It's going to get hot this afternoon. So I figured I'd do a video while it's not so hot. So how is retail allowing theft to happen? How did theft become the epidemic that we're seeing now? And what are retailers doing to combat theft besides raising consumer prices? And what else can be done? So that's my video topic today. I mean, I've been seeing so much shoplifting videos online, and I mean, retail theft, and let's see what else. Shoplifting and retail theft, and I've actually stood there in a store and actually saw it. One guy came in with grabbed a shopping cart, filled it up, and went to go outside the door and ran into me. So I imagine running into a overweight dude that's about 6'6" tall, and the guy happened to have been about 5 foot, and he couldn't get the shopping cart around me. Finally gave up and left. But so we're going to talk a bit about retail theft. We already know what's going on. We see it online. We see them going into the stores. We see them filling up duffel bags and walking right out without even, without missing a beat. And it's kind of getting old. I mean, we've been on an honor system for years and years and years. And so I'm going to be using my notes just to be able to kind of navigate through most of this. And we're going to talk about how did theft become the epidemic that we're seeing right now. Now, there's a lot of it that they're calling organized theft, which I do believe. I mean, it's people that need cash, and they're going to go in and steal, and then they'll come back, and then somebody will pay them for the bag of loot. So if they say, if you fill up this duffel bag and bring it to me, then we'll pay you XYZ. So some of it's organized, a lot of it is probably private. I would believe a lot of it is private if they go off into a single car, but if they have a getaway car, a lot of times it's organized. So, how did this stuff kind of happen in the first place? Well, they basically, right about 2010, they decriminalized shoplifting. They decriminalized shoplifting, and they raised the bar to $2,000. I think. In a lot of states, it's about $2,000. And they basically decriminalized shoplifting. Judges would pretty much say, no, we're not even going to see it. And police officers basically stopped arresting. Now, it was fine for a little while, and then all of a sudden people started realizing they can get away with it. And they started getting away, and employees kept trying to stop them, and well, people got hurt, and then they started suing, and then employees started going to jail because of assault, and it was crime gone wrong. So built all the way up until about the pandemic, and then lockdown, and then just after lockdown, that's pretty much when a lot of that stuff started happening. We ended up with a big protest, and people ended up looting stores, and they say, hey, you know what, this is easy. And we've defunded the police department, so you know what? There's no po-po that's going to come and get me. So I could just walk right out the store and just go. Pretty much the way I see it. That's my personal opinion. They defunded the police. And now all of a sudden, well, we're paying for it. Every consumer that walks inside of one of those stores is paying for the stolen merchandise. Retailers have no choice. They've got to mark it up. But the way that they normally do that is, okay, well, we've had this much theft, so we're going to mark this product up, and then we're going to mark it up another 0.5 percentage point just to be able to cover it the next time. And then when that certain store that used to make $2.5 million a year, and their profit margin is sitting at about $1.5 million a year, And then all of a sudden, they have shoplifting that goes into the factor. normally used to be a very small amount, is now sitting at $3.2 million a year out of that one store. But guess what? Lock and key, we're out of here. Why do you think Walmart's pulling out of major cities? Nobody's trying to help, help the store. So they say, okay, we're going to lock up the store. But some of the Walmarts that have locked the doors up are still operating, but there's no customers allowed inside. To bring in all the merchandise, to stock all the shelves, and when somebody orders something from Walmart online, okay, they go up and down the aisles and they use the scanners and they pull the orders and they pack it. They're just like a Walmart. Well, not just like a Walmart, they're like an Amazon. And we'll get back to Amazon here in just a minute, but I'm just giving you an idea and how they're hitting local drugstores that people go and buy baby formula and diapers and, that sort of thing. People are going in there and raiding the shelves of cosmetics. Of course, because this is a cosmetic fueled industry right now. And, well, they go and grab it, they take it to whoever, and that's it. So now, in Walgreens, they're locking them all up. They're all in locked cases, and if you want something, you go and tell them, and you open it up, and you get it. I mean, they'll take it up to the front counter, you pay for it, and then they'll hand it to you. I knew there was some kind of a problem when I started going into Walmart, and Brute Aftershave Lotion. Brute Aftershave is, well, Elvis Presley's favorite aftershave, and I kind of like to use it once in a while too. Big old bush. And it only sells for about $4.20 a bottle. $4.20 a bottle, and it has to be left under lock and key. That is stupid. But I see where the retailer's coming from. The more you watch it, well, yeah, I can see where the retailer's coming from. So now they're going under lock and key, and they still go in there, and they're still going in there with a blowtorch to try and melt the lock, to open the lock, to steal the merchandise. I saw a guy come in there with a sledgehammer, coming on a video, go into a store with a sledgehammer, smash the lock, open it up, and start stealing. And nobody can do nothing. But, I mean, it does not make sense. You see 6 kids to run inside of a Louis Vuitton store, steal a whole bunch of bags, and then run right back out of the mall. But there's something going on there, and I'll explain that here in just a little bit. So that's pretty much how a lot of this is going. And how is retail allowing theft to happen? Well, lawsuits. There's no laws to protect the store. There's no laws to protect the employees. And so, if they want to avoid the lawsuit, and if they want to avoid having to terminate somebody's employment, well, you know what? They've got to get the legislature to take it. Legislature to help strengthen the brick and mortar stores in order for the brick and mortar stores to be able to still function. That's why you can walk down the street of San Francisco, walk down downtown Portland, walk down just about any downtowns, and you're going to see thousands of stores that are closed because of shoplifting. They can't afford to stay open. They can't afford to keep the lights on. Even the security guard, they're not allowed to go and chase because it's a liability. Now, what are retailers doing to combat theft besides raising consumer prices? Well, that's where AI is coming in right now. All the current technology that they have right now, such as scanners, the cameras inside the store, the cameras inside the parking lot, even cameras that are down the aisles. You basically have to walk into a store looking like Spider-Man in order to be able to prevent being identified by a camera. And what AI is doing now is they're putting together a database. And if they have your height and build, I was watching a program on this. It could even measure the circumference of your bicep. It could even detect what your shoe size is. So either way, they can be able to pair you up with whatever image and be able to know exactly who you are. So now AI is getting involved, and as people, Target and Walmart and Home Depot and all these big retailers out there are pumping money into this new AI program, aka Born Identity. When you pull into a store and you've actually shoplifted, and then you walk back out into the parking lot, that camera's going to be focused on you. It's going to record the car that you got into, the license plate that's on the car. Another camera is going to get the driver of that car. So now, not only did they got you, they got the driver, they got the car, they got the license plate numbers, even though the car might be stolen. But still, they've got too much information on you because you walked out of the store without paying. So, artificial intelligence starts putting together a database on you, and then security inside the store already knows what merchandise that you stole. Everything that you took off of that shelf has already been recorded. It's in the database right by your name, and eventually they're going to catch you and you're going to go in for grand larceny. They'll have enough stuff to be able to get you for grand larceny. They'll get your car, they'll get your license plate number. If it's a legit license plate number, they're going to go right to your house and get you. Now, they also have radio frequency identification tags. Back in the 80s, they used to have these big circular chips that had a die in it. They had these long chips that had the alarm, that'll set the alarm off. They used to have tags that they put on to be able to put, that had metallic waves that set the alarm off as you went out. But now they have a radio frequency identification card is probably about the width of a string, a piece of hair. And these tags can be put anywhere on a piece of clothing. Now, these clothes go, even right to the warehouse, even probably before the warehouse, these are put in. And the only way that they'll be, deactivated is if you purchase it. Once you purchase it and put it into the, once it's scanned and put it into the bag and you pay for it, it's deactivated. But if you walk right out of the store with that tag on, you just put a GPS signal on you. They can track you going everywhere. They can track you for 2 or 3 months and know exactly what stores you've gone into, where you've gone, where you've been. You just basically said, hey, look at me, I'm a thief. You know what? I'm a monkey. I'm a thief. I like to steal. Watch where I go. Hi, Judge. I'll see you soon. That's pretty much what you're saying. Watch me, I'll entertain you, but I'll see you soon. Radio frequency identification card. Why? Is it worth it? Yeah, if they're after the drugs, is it worth it? Yeah, if I have some extra money, okay. But, technology is advancing at light speed right now. And the crooks that are going into the store are eventually going to get caught. Technology is going at light speed, and legal is going at light speed. By the time they both meet, the ones that are going to be left over are the ones that are going to be rounded up, taken to the courtrooms, and they're going to be paying the price. Pretty much. So, besides them closing stores, and besides, Besides them closing stores and slamming doors shut, what else is being done? Well, legislature is going after Amazon and eBay, Etsy, all the online retailers that you can basically have a garage sale from. They've even gone after Facebook. If they sell a certain amount off of each one of the platforms, it sends an alert. It sends a signal. So if all of a sudden somebody's selling $10,000 worth of goods on there, they've got you. So it's a all-out war, but eventually justice is going to be served, pretty much. So, what do you guys think about shoplifting? Do you think they'll ever win the war on shoplifting? Or will they ever win the battle against thieves? I'll talk about, car vandals later on. I mean, this is all about stores and shops. Let me know in the comment section below. If you have an idea, drop us a comment in the comment section below. I'd like to see it. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. Until next time, keep on walking.